Hello, Akash.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can we start the session? Are you ready?
No, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. All right, Akash. Congratulations on clearing the mains.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Akash, please, can I request you to give a short introduction of yourself?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. As you know, my name is Akash. I was born and brought up in Delhi. I did my BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Maharaja Agreshan Institute of Technology, and I graduated in 2022. And currently, I am looking after my father's business regarding his hotel in Uttarakhand. And since 2022, I am preparing for civil services.
All right. Okay. All right, Akash. And this is your first interview, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when is the interview?
3rd April.
3rd April, so pretty far. Okay. So you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
got a lot of time to prepare.
Yes, ma'am.
And Akash, have you given any mocks so far?
No, ma'am. I usually had one-to-one discussion so far, only no mocks till
Okay,
now.
all right, okay. All right, Akash. So Akash, we will be going through various aspects of the interview and we'll, see if we'll discuss your entire DAP and then we'll explore the areas from which the questions can come. Apart from that, do you want me to focus on certain areas or you find any certain issue you want me to address? You can please.
Ma'am, if I will have any doubt, I can ask you later after you have
Okay, all right.
completed. Yes.
Okay, Akash. So, Akash, I'll give you a brief overview of the interview process. The point is that this interview is very different from the other interviews because mostly whenever you give any domain-specific job interviews, it's mostly knowledge oriented, or if they want to check if you are suitable for that sector. But what happens for UPSC interviews is that it's a personality test. So
Yes.
it's mostly about how you are as a person and what kind of officer you will be. So they are mostly interested in if, what kind of character do you carry? Are you a humble person? Are you a empathetic person? Do you respect others' opinions? Or whenever you are put in a situation of crisis, do you panic or you try to handle it carefully or smartly? These are the things they will be looking for whenever in the personality test. So even if you're not able to answer some questions based on knowledge or facts, they're completely okay with it. All they care about is just your temperament, if you are
Mm.
confident enough. All right. And
Yes,
then
sir.
when we talk about the preparation of the interview goes in mostly three lines. The first one is your DAF, that is everything about you. Since they want to know more about you, they'll be asking questions related to your background or whatever you have studied or what are your hobbies, all of these things. The second part is the current affairs. So current affairs is basically, 2 to 3 months before your interview, whatever the issues are going on, because current affairs will be mostly issue based. They won't be asking any facts, but
Mm.
आपका perspective क्या है? आपके what do you think are the solutions to certain problems like that? And the third part is the situation based or opinion based questions where you will be put in a certain dilemma and then told to choose one side, or you will be made a DM or SP of some district and वहाँ का suppose मणिपुर में SP बना दिया तो how will you handle the violence, ऐसे कुछ questions आते हैं. So this is broadly how the interview goes. Now, if we talk about your DAF, so DAF में there are certain sections which become very important and they usually ask questions over it. For example, your name, Akash.
Yes,
So
sir.
what does Akash mean? Like,
Thank you, miss.
does it have any meaning apart from the sky? Anything like that. A basic question they'll ask, not in detail. Then very important two dates. First is your birth date and second is the day on which your interview comes. So वो अच्छे से कर लेना. उसके आसपास भी अगर कोई बहुत important event हो, so be thorough with it. If you share your birth date with someone significant like that. Okay, the most important part, like जहाँ से आपका interview शुरू होता है, that's your hometown. So Delhi. Delhi के बारे में you should be thoroughly prepared. Since Delhi is the capital, it gains like more importance. So you can be asked questions on any lines, history of Delhi. So these were the सात cities थी,
Uh,
and that then they were merged and formed Delhi. So which were those seven cities? Or maybe which are the dynasties that ruled in Delhi? Because Delhi has always been the center of all the invasions also. Apart from that, you can be asked about the present condition, like NCT or NCR में difference क्या है?
mm.
या फिर do you think Delhi should be a state or a union territory? Uh, Apart from Delhi, which city do you think is suitable to be called the capital of India? If we were to change, ऐसे questions भी आ सकते हैं. या फिर questions can come on the infrastructural issues of Delhi, the urban flooding, pollution, river water pollution, air pollution, stubble burning, then traffic issues. All of these things can be discussed. Metro can be discussed. Delhi metro के बारे में. Then you can be asked about what are the issues of Delhi, like economic issues, yeah, social issues, infrastructural issues. These things can be discussed. Also, the culture of Delhi, Delhi is a very cosmopolitan city. So उसके culture के बारे में discussions हो सकते हैं. So these are the basic things that can be asked about Delhi. Also, Delhi is always in news for something or the other. So तब जो news में चल रहा हो, at least एक हफ्ते में वो बहुत अच्छे से कर लीजिएगा.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Apart from that, your graduation was in
Computer science engineering.
computer science. So uski technical things they won't be asking, but they will ask the recent developments in that sector. फिर कंप्यूटर से फिर बाकी टेक्नोलॉजीज पे भी जाएंगे कि पहले तो डिजिटाइजेशन ऑफ वेरियस थिंग्स. हाउ हैज कंप्यूटर्स हेल्प्ड अस, कंप्यूटर साइंस का नॉलेज आप कैसे अप्लाई करोगे इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. और यू कैन बी आस्क्ड अबाउट वेरियस recent technologies like AI, machine learning, all of that, big data, and all of about it. Apart from that, you will be asked questions. Since you mentioned that you are engaged in your, are you, just tell me honestly, are you actually engaged in the business?
Yes, ma'am.
ऑल राइट. सो आपको फिर बहुत नीटी ग्रिटीज पूछेंगे वो.
Hmm.
अगर आप किसी होटल का बिजनेस करते हो तो यू शुड बी थरो विथ ऑल द डिटेल्स. लाइक दे कैन आस्क यू इवन लाइक हाउ मच इज द डेली फुटफॉल एंड हाउ डू यू मैनेज इट सब. डू यू यूज एनी लाइक टूल्स, आप एक्सेल या जो भी होटल मैनेजमेंट में जो भी टूल्स यूज होते, दे कैन आस्क यू अबाउट इट. सो दे विल गो इन डेप्थ रिगार्डिंग इट टू चेक whether you actually do it and how efficient you are. So that
Okay,
becomes
ma'am.
important. After that, what's your optional?
Sociology.
Sociology. So sociology in depth करके जाइए, क्योंकि if
Okay.
they ask, so there are always some one or two professors sitting there from
Hmm.
some university. So they might ask you about various thinkers, their theories, sociological perspectives of various issues, जैसे कि women safety है, तो how do you look at it sociologically? ऐसे questions भी आ सकते हैं. Apart from that, there are certain terms like what is caste, what is tribe, what is the difference between the two. ऐसे what is westernization, what is Sanskritization? Give us an example of Sanskritization in Delhi. ऐसे questions आ सकते हैं. So revise your optional thoroughly. Then you can be also asked about, you have mentioned Bhatinda, Punjab, all of it in your DAP. तो इसमें डिटेल नहीं जाना है. बहुत
Hmm.
बेसिक चीज है. अगर वहां का कुछ फेमस है या विकिपीडिया पे जो भी
Okay.
आता है उतना ही इनफ. ऑल अबाउट these places. Then Maharaja Agrasen is mentioned, so you can be asked who was he, what was
Hmm.
his competition. Then Guru Gobind Singh के बारे में similar. What is the contribution? इतना ही, not much in detail. All right. Then felicitated for best project on toxic comment classification on social media using AI. So this is a very interesting entry. And you will be, see यहाँ पे क्या करना है ना, you yourself prepare it in so much detail कि उसके बारे में कुछ भी पूछते हैं ना, तो यहाँ पे they don't expect you to answer in 1 or 2 lines. They expect you to
Okay.
answer like broadly. तो
Okay.
इसके बारे में you will be expected to talk about कि toxic comment classification क्या होता है. Okay, फिर they can go on asking about fake news, how to handle it, how we can use these models like on a larger
Yes.
scale
Right. Okay.
administration में. तो social media के positives, negatives, how is artificial intelligence. क्योंकि क्या होता है, there are these morphed videos
Hmm.
during elections and all of that. So they are used to, फिर उससे sometimes it has also led to violence. So how we can curb it using such tools. Which are other tools you can use. तो इसके बारे में बहुत discussion होगा, तो आप अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लीजिएगा. ऑल्सो व्हेन यू गिव सम मॉक्स नो, you'll understand what kind of questions go. बट what I would suggest is कि देर आर सम एरिया, बहुत सारे ना ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं जिसके आंसर्स आपको पता नहीं होते, तो यू हैव टू से सॉरी एंड मूव ऑन. लेकिन कुछ एरियाज आते हैं जो हमारे कंफर्ट जोन में होते हैं, तो जस्ट टेक दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बिल्ड अ कॉन्वर्सेशन विद देम. That
Okay.
becomes very important. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
this is such an entry जहाँ पे उनका भी बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है, प्लस आप भी कंफर्टेबली आंसर कर पाओगे. सो ऐसे नहीं कि जितना पूछा है उतना ही बताओ, बाकी क्वेश्चंस में जितना पूछा है उतना बताओ. यहाँ पे जस्ट टेल देम मोर देन व्हाट दे आर इंटरेस्टेड इन. ओके. Then awarded medal for securing international rank 9 in science Olympiad. So then you know You can be asked questions over the culture of science in India, pure sciences का enrollment इतना कम क्यों है, what is the government doing regarding it, research culture in India. Many people are like migrating to Western countries and doing research there. So what are the problems in career opportunities in research culture in India? All of that. Then sports का आपने खाली रखा है, they'll ask you कि aren't you interested in any sports? So you have to justify it properly that you you can't show
Casual.
that you are not interested. Okay, you just
Okay.
say that you play it for the purpose of fitness and rejuvenating yourself, but you haven't
No achievements.
participated in any formal event. That's why you're not fit. Then organize TEDx meet on theme, question everything. So very interesting, Akash. So यहाँ पे एक तो TEDx के बारे में पूछेंगे कि what is the use, what is their impact and all of it. तो आपने exactly क्या organize किया था? And then question everything. So do you think it's important to question everything? Like what do you gain out of it? उसके बारे में फिर in depth discussion हो सकता है. See, यहाँ पे क्या होगा ना, जो आप बोलोगे वहां से दूसरा क्वेश्चन आएगा. सो यू
Hmm.
ऑलवेज प्रिपेयर योर आंसर सच दैट कि उस पे फॉलो अप क्वेश्चंस प्रिपेयर करके उनके आंसर्स भी प्रिपेयर कीजिएगा. ओके.
ठीक.
देन मेंबर ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर सोसाइटी इन कॉलेज ओवरसीइंग स्टूडेंट आउटरीच. तो इसके बारे में आपका रोल, कि आपने एग्जैक्टली क्या किया, स्टूडेंट आउटरीच किस किस चीज में बढ़ाना चाहते थे आप, ऑल
Hmm.
ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. सो सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर सोसाइटी, सो फिर सॉफ्टवेयर के सेक्टर पे थोड़ा बहुत डिस्कशन हो सकता
IT.
है. सो they can even ask you कि why do you want to like not work in the, if you are so interested in these things, why don't you want to work there and come to civil services? How will you apply your knowledge in the administration? All of that, those things. So see, very good entries in your DAF, so you'll definitely have an edge if you explain it properly. यहाँ पे अगर तुम थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गए कि you are not able to justify them, then it gives a bad impression. Then, following developments in AI and its social impact, so they'll ask you very definite question that what do you think are the social impacts of AI? Then how to cater them. Very important.
Yes.
Okay. देन एआई के बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल में कर लीजिए कि जॉब्स पे क्या इफेक्ट हो रहा है, मशीन लर्निंग और एआई में क्या डिफरेंस है, एआई की नई डेवलपमेंट्स क्या है, देन चैट जीपीटी एंड ऑल ऑफ इट. बी प्रिपेयर्ड. Watching
Okay.
science fiction movies. So what kind of science fiction? You will be asked to give names of few movies. एक कोई मूवी वो पकड़ लेंगे जिसमें इन थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन भी हो जाए. तो जस्ट द मूवीज यू आर मेंशनिंग, वो मार्च में देख लीजिए सारी मूवीज जो आप मेंशन करने वाले.
Okay.
मेंशन 2-3 मूवीज, नॉट मोर देन दैट. देन
Hmm.
बट यू शुड बी एबल टू टॉक ओवर इट. द साइंस फिक्शन मूवीज, not many questions arise from there, but mocks में you will definitely understand what kind of questions. इंटरेस्ट इन फार्मूला वन रेसिंग, तो इस पे फिर भी पूछ सकते, फार्मूला वन रेसिंग क्या होता है, कहाँ पे अरेंज होता है, कितना फ्रिक्वेंटली होता है, इंडिया में कुछ कल्चर है क्या ऐसे, कार रेसिंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. तो क्या आकाश, so these are the basic areas your interview can go in. Other, and also then some you see foreign service is your second preference. So थोड़ा सा आईआर अच्छे से करना, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन के करंट अफेयर एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, बी थरो विद इट. ओके, यू शुड हैव अ गुड पर्सपेक्टिव, बैलेंस्ड perspective over things, and you will do good. Apart from this, Akash, if you have any doubts, please ask me.
Ma'am, regarding the depth of the terms that I have mentioned in the hobby section,
Mm.
to what level? Matlab, I think that two cross questions or three cross questions or beyond that, like very
No,
deep.
no, 2 to 3 questions. See, what they aim to do is they want to ask you questions on everything, everything from the DAF also and then current affairs also. That's why they don't really go into much detail of
Mhm.
everything. If they see, no, if they're convinced कि आपने वो actually किया है, they just move on from the topic. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
And regarding any questions regarding cadre or homestead
No,
preferences,
no, cadre and service prep, they don't ask.
okay.
Yeah.
And, just a minute, one minute. And home state of my father and mother, like UP, Punjab, not brief only or too much in depth.
Brief only brief, not much. दिल्ली के बारे में ज्यादा पूछेंगे, not Tom वगैरह.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am, that will be it. And regarding my like I work in tourism sector. So other than my job profile, what should I prepare for regarding this field?
उत्तराखंड का टूरिज्म कर लेना, like
Okay.
because the hotels there are also based on the tourism economy. तो उसकी tourism मतलब not from the perspective of the places of tourism there, but टूरिज्म सेक्टर कि इंडिया में क्या कितना पोटेंशियल है, उत्तराखंड एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट पोटेंशियल कैसे टैप कर सकते हैं टूरिज्म प्रमोट करने के लिए, देन व्हाट आर द बेसिक इश्यूज द टूरिस्ट फेस इन सच प्लेसेस, हाउ वी कैन cater to that एज अ गवर्नमेंट, नॉट फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ प्राइवेट सेक्टर। थोड़ा गवर्नमेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से ज्यादा प्रिपेयर कीजिएगा।
Okay, ma'am. I think that will be all from that will be all my doubts.
ओके ओके okay, Akash, all the best then. Just give
Thank you,
some
ma'am.
mocks.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
just try
Sure.
to give some mocks that will give you a perspective.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.